This is what happens when technology gets out of your way.
I want to show you my favorite scene. All I have to do is just bring my hands up. Yeah. But what could get any easier than just using my voice to select something? It's pause, and which one is fast forward? It's pause, it's...
Imagine that finding content on your TV is so simple, everyone can do it.
Xbox, play music. All right, so now I can listen to Justin Bieber.
So last year we made a promise that Kinect for Xbox 360 would revolutionize the way you have fun. Today we deliver on that promise. Just be yourself and do what comes naturally.
Okay, Skittles, that's enough. Please. Okay, Skittles. Okay, Skittles.
Let's take a look at some completely new experiences. Completely new experiences. Completely new experiences.
Kinect Sports is the first sports title to truly put you in the game.
Oh, yeah! Thank you. Game more love. Thank you. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Right. Japan's just won the World Cup. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Everyone, say hi to Kristen.
Hey, everybody.
Xbox Live will connect you to the people you care about.
It's following me.
And Adventures is a game you can play with anyone at any time, so my BFF Oscar is going to come in here.
For many people in the house, we're missing one really important thing.
My BFF Oscar. With Kinect, you interact with your Xbox 360 just like you interact with things in the real world.
Jump! Look at the water.
Using your body and using your voice. Now check out the awesome photos of Shannon and Abby playing River Rush.
My coworkers played it just to boost their gamer score.
Maybe you should do the same thing.
What? My gamer score is 100% legit.
Yeah, right.
The connection is more engaging than a phone call.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for helping us out today.
Kinect can be used to completely redefine the kart racing genre.
Drift and boost. 360. That was fun.
I'm ready to get moving. To help me show you how this works, I'd like to introduce to you one of several fitness experts. That's actually me in the virtual world, including my sweater.
No other fitness experience delivers such a wide variety of exercise options and gives you precise feedback on all your moves like we can. Excellent. You're scaring me with those punches.
At Harmonix, we're always striving to create new ways for people to experience music. Stepping on mats or posing with handheld controllers just doesn't capture the real spirit of dance. And we set out to make the first dance game that is all about real, immersive, full-body dancing. The game has an incredible soundtrack.
All right, so now I can listen to Justin Bieber.
When I started on this project, I wasn't a great dancer like Naoko and Marcos. I also started with beginner moves and gradually worked my way up to more complex routines. Okay, less talking, more dancing.
And all of this with the magic of Kinect. We will have a broad lineup of more than 15 launch titles.
Jump! Look at the water.
LucasArts and Microsoft Game Studios will bring the heart of George Lucas's extraordinary vision to living rooms around the world. Actual controller-free gameplay.
Forza Motorsport is the home for innovation in racing. Bill and I are here to show you what's next. Points are scored for passing a continuous stream of less powerful cars. These are experiences that could not be delivered until now. We can take a closer look at, say, the headlights. These are experiences that could not be delivered until now.
The result is a revolution not just for your games, but for all of your entertainment.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 25 of Ultimate Gamer Podcast. I'm joined with two fuckers.
Oh, here we go. It's already begun.
Yeah.
If you
Apparently,
guys are
we're
just,
the ones who were like, breaking Geneva Convention, torturing people. But yeah, sure.
If you guys
Yeah,
are
we're
just
really
joining,
assholes.
if you guys are just joining us, I subjected these two guys to 3 E3 press conference highlights.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking horrible.
Just to, wrap up last week's where I put a video that someone made where they took every time they said TV, Call of Duty, or sports. Sports.
I'm British. Sports.
Sports.
Yay.
The most exciting member of your team is a dog.
Doesn't even look that
so
much
stupid.
different from the normal Call of Duty on this gen's console. I mean, what the fuck?
If you swim next to a fish, it moves.
Fable had
Oh
a
my
dog
God.
too, and I didn't give two shits.
It's like they know something.
Xbox, watch TV. TV. Television.
Oh my God!
TV.
tapping. We're gonna.
You got a DVR.
We're starting off talking about that because 75% of gamers are disappointed with the announcement of Xbox One.
Correction.
But so far, that's just UK, right?
No, aside from the fact that all the TV features are US only, people are just pissed off about the other things, such as, the used game lockouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to pay $50 to get the game at GameStop, right? Because Microsoft and GameStop have a deal so far that I know of, and you have to pay another fee to use it, like $50 fucking dollars. Like, why?
Yeah,
That's just stupid.
No one said the price yet, but any fee that's incurring.
Yeah, this is just a rumor, but it's so fucking retarded.
Well, actually, you heard one of the statements that came out. They're like, "Well, you actually haven't heard the whole story." You're like, "What?"
Oh, really?
Okay, you want to hear the whole story? Here's what they're doing. You have to commend Microsoft for how incredible they're doing this, Charlie Foxtrot of information dissemination. For example, let's just take one thing, the always online option, which I think we can all agree was a huge thing, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wired reports that Microsoft is allowing Xbox One developers to use the company's Azure cloud computing service. You guys remember that? When they started with the whole, everything has to be in the cloud because we like poofy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were going to, quote, offload certain computing tasks or whatever. And, that was going to, you were going to need to constantly be connected for that. But in a statement to Polygon, Harrison's comments were many potential scenarios that, quote, not necessarily represent any definite plans. At the same time, Phil Harrison is telling, freaking people at Kotaku and Verge that the Xbox One might need to be online once a day for gaming. Now, all of this is trumped by the fact that the official Xbox One frequently asked question page says the system does not have to always be connected, but the Xbox One does require an internet connection.
Yeah,
all of this is
because,
happening on the same fucking day.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that it just seems like they don't know their head from their ass. That any person you speak to has a completely different story, and all it's doing is pissing off the consumer, or the potential consumer.
I mean, it was bad enough that all these rumors were bad to begin with Microsoft. We were all like, okay, they got to do something to, fucking take the, to get out of the fucking dish they're in. And they just dug themselves deeper.
They did this for used games. They did this for how they were going to work with indie developers. They did this. It's just, I hate Xbox One. I think we all can agree from the previous video why I hate Xbox One. But since we're moving along from that, it's just, they're serving a turd sandwich and they don't know how to sell it.
Exactly. I mean, and the thing is, look, the majority of the issues isn't hardware. It's entirely software. They can turn around and say, you know what, you guys spoke, we're listening to you guys. We agree with your concerns. Even though we tried to fuck you over, we're going to just reverse our plan. They can easily do that.
I gotta ask, though.
I don't know. I really don't think so.
Would Sony do the same thing, though? I mean, they've been quiet about it, but I mean, why would just one competitor do
Sony
this?
would not
I mean,
know its head from its ass in this scenario.
Sony
okay.
tried this with the PlayStation 3's launch. There were talks originally of a used game lockout feature.
They took it out because they got scared.
Well, yeah, because
But
they would have severely fucked up if they did
because
that.
this is what's gonna kill Microsoft. Like this whole DRM thing. If Sony really doesn't have it for the PS4, then everyone's gonna go Sony. Everyone will do it.
What?
The fanboys are gonna stick with Microsoft, but let's be real. Most people are gonna just go with Sony so far.
Here's the thing. Now we know why EA took away the online pass.
Oh yeah.
They don't need it anymore if it's at the hardware level.
Yeah,
If
but
your
we're
box
nice guys.
if your console's main feature is locking out used games, then why do you need an online pass?
Uh-huh.
You don't need it anymore.
Exactly. It's so stupid. They pulled one on all of us. We thought they were doing something good for once.
But what I love is that the community is being very vocal about it. I'm serious. Like everyone, there isn't a single YouTube video I've seen that actually praises.
I mean, let's
the
face
console.
it, this was going to happen no matter what they did. But at least, we're starting to see that people are actually giving a voice to the dissent.
Yeah, they
and I
actually
think that's the
give a
reason
shit.
why we're not going to see anything from PlayStation too quickly. Because, let's face it, PlayStation was going to do basically the same fucking thing.
Oh no! If they're gonna do the same thing, they're looking at all the backlash Microsoft is getting right now, and they're just like, okay, we got to change this now.
no,
we got to do this.
Maybe
We
that's
gotta
why they
fail.
didn't dive too deep into the
Yeah,
specifics of the console.
nobody wants to bring Great Dishonored or have to perform disgruntled Harry Carey.
They're reconsidering their options now, man.
Think
I'm
about
telling
it. If they fail that badly, that's going to be like a hit to Sony market-wise. Because Sony right now is hemorrhaging money.
They are,
From a
and
development
the thing
standpoint and
is,
from a publishing standpoint, it's just, holy crap.
PlayStation 4 has nothing to lose right now because Microsoft basically dropped the baton and is running around in circles right now trying to find it. Sony, all Sony has to do is not fuck up.
All Sony has to do is
It's really
just
all they have to do.
bend
You're right.
over and beg the gamers, ask them what they want. That's it. That's all Sony has to do. Sony has won the game. Congratulations. The turtle has won.
What I find laughable is everyone was like pissing all over the Wii U, right? And now all of a sudden, ever since the Microsoft conference, everyone's like the Wii U's the only competitor for PS4 now, and it's like, really? It's like now everyone's gonna back it
You're
up.
the competitor by default.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, really, you are, but it's just like,
point of
really,
pride
you're just playing the Call of Duty
competitor by
cards. Like,
default.
the last one was better than this one, It's
Dude,
just
a brick was better than this, okay?
It's like winning a match of pool because the other guy dropped the 8-ball in too early.
God.
You won because I lost.
You have won because of my failure, not because of your success.
Yeah. But now, I mean, it's going to be very interesting to just see the next few weeks because, again, E3 is coming up. We're going to learn more about Sony's mysterious box. How ugly is it going to be this time around? Which,
Nobody
actually,
cares.
the PS3 was pretty sexy, the original model. It just got horribly deformed with every revision.
I cannot express how little I fucking care about what it will look like.
Dude.
At this point, everything's going to look the same. Look, the whole idea that we have against for factionable technology, it's out of the way. Why? Because we want something that actually works, not that looks good.
Hey,
the
If
Xbox
it looks
One,
good, make
hey,
it yourself.
its look did not impress me whatsoever.
Look.
The whole edgy look. Oh yeah.
That thing
whatever.
looks like a fucking cable box. Actually, I think my cable box
It looks like a
looks
DVR.
better.
It looks like my fucking dish. Except black.
My Fios box looks sexier.
And by the way, we're still looking for funding.
Hey,
so
okay, but look at it this way. My $1,000 graphics card has a glowing GeForce GTX logo on the side. It's made out of magnesium and stained aluminum with polycarbonate windows.
I think that's hot. You think that's hot. Maybe this guy might even like it. But for the average plebeian on the street, he's going to say, it's like, it's a light-up thing, like my VCR. Yes, because he'll probably still have a VCR.
Dude, you know how much fucking hate mail I got because you called everyone a plebeian and you called them morons last episode.
Well, truth hurts, bitches.
Please direct your
Oh
hate
my
mail
God.
to Andy.
I love
Burn
the
in hell,
crazies.
burn in hell.
You have garnered the attention of some
Oh,
of the
yes.
most hilarious crazies I have
Specifically,
seen.
yes.
Oh my
Specifically, there's
God.
one ridiculously good, and it goes as far as to say that Bill Gates started wars.
Because Bill Gates is Satan. I love it when they
I
throw
killed
that in there.
Steve. I killed him.
I love it.
Pissed on his grave.
Shed on his gravestone.
Yeah, I forgot what his name was, but
Left the
definitely
bucket of
he
corn.
gets the crazy of the week goes to that guy.
No,
that
what's
made
amazing
me
is that
and
you were
everyone in my office laugh.
Yeah, you were legitimately happy with and proud of that comment.
Oh my God, I was. I so was. Because you always see those comments on like the dark parts of YouTube in those really shitty, like crappy videos or, videos when people are like basically me, but without my dapperness. Just spouting random hatred or whatever. And then you see those comments, but you expect them there.
Exactly.
They're not that special there. Here, oh my God, it's like finding a turd in your computer. One, you don't know how it got there. Two, you're kind of impressed that it got that far in there.
Yeah.
And three, you're like more amazed about the fact that there's a turd in the PC than the fact that it's fucking up your PC. It's like going to Mars and then finding like somebody left a post-it that says first. It's like, whoa. It's going back into that argument from a separate piece of like, like in separate piece where you can find a really, really beautiful staircase, but you're always going to find someone carving in "fuck you" on the side of it somewhere. It's that mentality, that beauty right there. And thank you, crazy. Thank you. Can we get his name? What was his name?
I will find it.
We need to. I'm sorry, but this man deserves attention because it was just so fucking
Fine.
wonderful.
While we're discussing it, I'll sift through it and I'll find it.
Praise be to you, King of the Plebeians. Anyway, moving on.
All right, we're gonna discuss. Honestly, say what you guys have to say about ways Microsoft can kind of steer the ship away from the iceberg.
Get rid of DRM. Just do that, and you're pretty much gonna be good. God, just that DRM is what's killing them. That's all it is.
Yep.
Anything else, or?
Oh no, that's really just what fucked them.
No. That's not just what fucked them. What fucked
there's
them
more, but I mean, yeah.
was the giant Charlie Foxtrot of the scenario. It wasn't just dropping one bombs. They carpet bombed over the entire game marketplace in one fell swoop. And now, if these were like changes that were supposed to be good, it would have been like fucking Iraqi freedom. Hell yeah, America! And just like, pave the way for democracy and, bomb the shit out of that city, come back 2 years later and build a McDonald's. That's what it would have been like if these changes would have been for, the positive side. It would have provided free DRM. They could have like pushed the idea of DRM-free software, saying, you know what, fuck all y'all. We trust that our, the people that are going to buy this are actually going to pay money towards it. And you know what, we're going to treat them like human fucking beings. DRM-free technology. You can hack it, you can download whatever you want, but if you do hack it, then you can't use our service. That I would have totally agreed with. Like, here's the bots. This is what we can do. It's not the best thing in the world, but we want you to be able to do whatever the fuck you want with it. Now, if you want to use our service, you got to stick proprietary when it comes so we can get totally agreeable. Backwards compatibility, you bet your sweet ass. Why? Because we got enough juice on this thing to fucking thin client anything you want. But you know what? On top of it all, we're still going to give you a digital download. Why? Because if you have a physical copy, you should also have the right to a digital copy. Why? For shits and giggles. Why not? That's the way.
I
But of course,
finally figured out. Well, you pissed off two people. One that I do have respect for most of the time. The guy's name is Gamers Getting Played. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him.
That's him. He's my number 2 of the week.
Yes, he is your number 2.
He had some interesting, like, direct replies to me, and some private replies as well. And I was like, you know what? Either this man is high, which most likely would be the case, and I would still respect that, Or two, this man is truly incapable of presenting a coherent thought. But that's okay. I love the hatred, okay? I love it. That means he's actually wanting to get in there. And, it's like watching that monkey try to figure out how to, fucking open the bots to get into the food. At least he's trying. You know what? He's trying.
Have you seen his videos, though?
I've seen a few. I had to. One of the comments linked directly to it.
I mean, he does pick apart the EULAs and stuff, and he's actually proving a point that basically Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo own your ass on paper.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I do respect his videos.
Even a fool can teach you. Even a town fool can teach you something. And nobody knows how to fling poo better than a monkey.
Okay,
but that's
your number one is Robert Warrior.
That's right.
He wrote, Microsoft have Bill Gates, who's supporting wiping out at least 80% of the world population following Satan's agenda.
He will control all.
And he wrote, this is officially one of my all-time new favorites.
I
love the crazies.
I love the crazies.
That was on my Publishers Have Brainwashed You video.
The Kinect is always watching.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm serious. You had my father in tears laughing from that UGP episode, Andy.
What?
But he loved it when you were like basically proving a point that if you're not scared already, you shouldn't be afraid at all.
Exactly, dude. Any digital device with a camera and an internet connection, whether it's wireless or wired, can be used to track either your face, your voice, your biometrics. Why? Because it doesn't matter what it is, securities are always breakable. It's the nature of computing. So if you want to go out there and say, I bought this with my camera, I bought this with my computer, yes, so shut up, sit down, and stop fucking whining. It's the same thing with the people that keep saying consoles are better than PCs.
Okay.
Bitch, your console is a PC.
Okay, well here, now this is something I never thought I would ever say in any of my videos nor on this podcast.
Here we go.
Here we go. Well, you don't know about this, DPW. I am a proud owner of an Xbox 360.
Yep.
I just bought one last week. Now,
dun dun dun.
Well,
why?
Why is
well, you know what? He actually has a good reason for it, and you all, I'm talking to all the men out there, you have to respect him for it.
Yes.
He needs a stool?
No.
This is This is solemn dudery right here. This is solemn bromance.
When you're in a relationship, you're going to be buying things that you don't necessarily buy, and one of them is a console that you have no respect for.
And by rules of the bro code. By rules of the bro code. This is allowed.
Yes.
In fact, it's encouraged. Why? Because there is an underwriter for that bro code.
Yes,
and that is, my friend, come on.
A happy wife equals a happy life. Right?
Well, he's being the PG version, but there's a reason why we want to connect in the same house as a very, very attractive woman.
Exactly. When they jump
I'll leave
around,
that to you, Jen. It's in the bro code. It's an undersign. You know, it's in there. Okay, so he's following the rules, folks.
Yes, I did, and I got an award. Okay, so sue me.
Respect the bro code. Respect.
Now, he lost in one hand, but won with the other.
I've only used the Kinect once before, and that was at not E3, at CES 2011. That was when Microsoft was just first showing off the Sports Season 2 or whatever it is. So now just imagine I'm this 22-year-old guy in a room like surrounded by people that are probably in their 50s and 60s. Like these are old rich men who, you know, invest in electronics and stuff. So now everyone in like a complete suit, tie, dress pants, and dress shoes are playing the Kinect next to me. So you just see a bunch of old guys trying to play golf with nothing in their hand. It just looks so silly. Now, I'm playing this thing, and I actually did pretty good on it. I was like, meh. But I never understood the other things it did. You know, I plugged the thing in, I put it next to my TV, and you have to do the initial setup. So one of the things it has you do is, you know, walk into, like, different grids. and you can kind of see like a little light that represents where you are on the grid. And as you're moving around, it's calibrating. Now, calibrating to me isn't what calibrating is to this thing. This thing legitimately scared the shit out of me when it moved. I did not know that this fucking camera had the ability to move and adjust its angle to properly set up where I am.
Womp womp.
So I legitimately jumped. I was like, what the fuck? Is this thing like self-aware? I mean, it's scary. It you know what it looks like? It reminds me of the Virtual Boy on a stand. And this thing, imagine if a Virtual Boy was moving by itself, which happened when the stand would break. But it was my first time dealing with this thing, and I was scared. And what happened is, you know, my girlfriend comes over. She looks at me, and she's just laughing. She's like, what's wrong? I said, that thing moves. And she's like, yeah. And she just starts laughing at me.
Made it look like a bitch.
Oh, man.
But hey, I mean, I've been playing other games. I have Halo 4. It came with it. Halo 4, I have not played Halo since number 3. It's okay, I guess. I've been playing Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, which I actually enjoy somewhat. I mean, I really wish it was a traditional Banjo-Kazooie, but it's definitely a fun one.
I really hated that game. I tried playing it. Like, it's good if it wasn't Banjo-Kazooie, but no. I act like it doesn't exist.
I know. What I like is when you actually run around as the bear climbing things. I was like, why couldn't that be the game instead?
Exactly. Like when you're walking around,
build.
When you're walking around in this world, it feels like it should have been a Banjo-Kazooie game, but there's like nothing in this world. You're walking around in a total empty space pretty much. And it's just like, it feels like an incomplete game that was supposed to be one thing and they changed it to another. That's what it felt like to me.
Exactly.
I absolutely hate that game.
But, I mean, I've been playing. It's okay. I did buy Perfect Dark Zero.
Oh, God, I have that. Yeah.
No, people say it's a good game. It just has a shit story and horrible acting.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell it feels also pretty... It feels kind of, what do you call it? Stiff. There you go. It feels stiff too. Like if you play, you'll see what I mean. It definitely isn't the greatest, but it's average.
It was a launch title, so what do you expect? I also have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came with it. Assassin's Creed 3 came with it. Yeah, you know what else didn't come with it?
What?
Xbox Live Gold subscription.
Of course.
I refuse to buy. So. But it annoys the shit out of me. I'm turning this thing on, and all I see is advertisements on my dashboard. I'm like, why couldn't Xbox Live be free? You're advertising on my equipment.
That's another thing. If the PS4 still has a whole PS Plus thing, and you're able to get free games every weekend, they're gonna win. They're gonna win.
Free games. They're doing more the thing of you can try demos first.
No, they actually legitimately give you free games.
Oh yeah, they do. I have a friend. I kind of exploited the whole thing. I have a friend who I game share, and he has a PS Plus account, and I always go on there every weekend because they have a new game that's for free. And like I downloaded Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition. Fucking, let's just say half of my PS library is now gone because it took away my friend's account from me. So yeah.
So you were a gold digger. You were mooching off your friend, and
oh no, he actually
karma's
he
a bitch.
Yeah. It sucks because like the game share thing, it was 5 people at first, then they turned it to 3, and now it's 2. And of course, the one of the 3 people I was game sharing with is the PS Plus guy, and he was the one taken away. So, yeah, fucked.
Yeah, but I mean, there have been many times where I've been enticed to actually jump the gun and pay for it. But
yeah, because PS Plus is actually worth it. I mean, getting the free games like every week is.
Well, part of
great.
Part of the problem is like for the Vita, they've been putting like almost all the launch titles for the Vita you can download for free now if you have PSN Plus. So it kind of makes me like feel stupid for buying them for $40 a pop.
Yeah, I get you.
But
then again, I'm just.
But one of the problems is I only have a 4 gig memory card, so it's not like I can take advantage of any of the games that they're offering.
Yeah.
But it's nice. They have Infamous 2 right now for free, and a bunch of others. Sleeping Dogs is free on there.
God, I want that game again. Like that, the story for some reason really got me hooked. I really like that game.
I've played very little of it on my PC. I've just been very busy with things, so I'll have to try it. But my brother told me it was one of the best games he's played in a while.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole driving, like the driving is great in that game. I feel like, I mean, you can really easily jack people, take out cops that are after you. It's a very good system.
It's
I really
very
enjoyed
good,
it.
guys. That's right.
It's not better than GTA or Saints Row, but it's definitely a standalone title.
Oh yeah, I like it where the whole premise of you're basically like in a little gang and you're like, well, look, if you want protection, you have to be paying me, and when they tell you go fuck yourself, you like bash his head into a wall, and yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to need some protection.
Another thing I liked about that game is just because of the different landscape. I mean, you were in a whole different area this time, China.
China, yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to not be like, I'm not in Los Angeles anymore. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, we're getting horribly off track. But
well,
I like
people
it.
like that.
Well, it's all about Microsoft. So yeah, I mean, my goal is to actually pick up a lot of the Xbox 360 like exclusives, but a few of the ones that people are like, you gotta get, are also on the PC. So why would I buy it on the Xbox 360? Like for instance, Alan Wake. A lot of people are telling me to play.
Yeah, dude, you really do. That game's good if you haven't played it yet.
Everyone is saying it's good. I'm not gonna bother playing it on the Xbox 360. I'm just gonna get it on the PC.
Oh yeah, if you can, just do that then. I mean, I'm sure it's the superior version anyway. So.
As I said, I hate to say it, but I do think Forza is better than Gran Turismo. My brother has Forza 2, 3, 4, and Forza Horizon. I played all of them. They are so much better because they focus on the racing aspect. Where Gran Turismo is like, ooh, you want to jizz all over this car because it's so pretty. Like, it just... they're two completely different, focus groups. Forza was very good on the whole racing aspect. It's anyone can pick up and play because it has such a variance in difficulty. Either you're a beginner where you have all the, control options where, anti-sliding and traction control, anti-lock brakes, and then a racing line that basically, slows you down so you don't have to let go of the accelerator, to, hey, bitch, I'm a pro, turn that shit off.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'd be on that Need for Speed Underground.
Hey, I remember those were the good old days.
Oh, yeah. Number 2 was good,
anymore?
but not better than the first.
If you notice, ever since, this generation, it's all about open worlds, where there's no tracks. One thing I loved about Need for Speed Underground was that
it's just racing. There was no open world. I hated the open world.
There was an open world. However, when you're in a race, they close off the track where you can't get off the track. The problem is in the current Need for Speeds, you kind of have to know your way around the city. So you can take any route you want that's faster, but it's very easy to get lost, and it's very easy to just take one wrong turn and lose the race.
That was my problem in number 2 of Underground. I was losing track of where I had to go. I was like, fuck this, I'm just going to play the first one. Because it was just better, in my opinion. I mean, it was just more simple. Just fucking choose where you want to go, your mission.
There is a new one.
There you go.
They call it Need for Speed Rivals, I think it's called.
I've never been a big racing guy. Underground's pretty much what I had my whole life, so.
How many racing games do I own? I can't even tell you. I love racing games, but I like arcade style. I don't like this whole, I want ultra realism. Because
I like having like you said, the arcade, like having the steering wheel and the little stick. I would love to have that kind of setup, and that would make me play car games a lot more, definitely.
I have a feeling, though, that they're bullshitting sometimes because in Gran Turismo 5 and Forza, they have my car in it. I have a 1999 Acura TL. It's a V6. It's automatic. It has 210 horsepower, I think. But the car can go 0 to 60 in under 10 seconds. In the fucking game, it takes much longer. So now, if you're telling me this is ultra realistic, why is it that my stock car can outperform a stock car in these video games?
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to, think that they don't actually have proper physics in these games.
Yeah,
Wow.
probably not. I mean, is Call of Duty completely accurate with their guns, for example? I mean,
Dude, look,
I don't
you
look
can
that kind
get
of shit
shot
up.
3 times in the head and still survive. 50 Cent proved that.
Yes, because apparently you just keep bleeding from your eyeballs until it stops.
Until you respawn.
No,
Okay.
until
Like,
you
I never really
regenerate.
cared about the stats as long as the game's good and it runs and it's fun. You know what I mean? That's just me, though.
So now we're going on to our next topic, and hey, look, it's Microsoft again. Microsoft don't give a fuck. They really don't.
Oh, they don't give two shits.
Now, this is an awesome quote, and I have to say there is a little history lesson that Microsoft's about to learn. Phil Spencer said, "We believe that if all you want is gaming, you'll still pick us at the end of the day."
Really?
Oh, we're too cocky. Now, Ken Kutaragi
Yeah,
said,
who said during the PS3 announcement.
for consumers who think to themselves, hey, I will work more hours to buy one, we want people to feel that they want it, irrespective of anything else. That worked
Yeah.
out really well for them, didn't it?
Oh, it sure did. I mean, just look at how good they're doing now. This storm is just fucking flowing.
I got nothing to add to this. This is just too easy a mark.
Do
It's too
it.
easy.
Andy, please just do it.
No, I got nothing to add. It's too easy a mark. It's
the boldest
another
of
case
us,
of
though.
history repeating, but yeah, that's about it.
Please.
Microsoft are just they're done. I mean, unless they really do something to
No,
redeem
Microsoft
themselves.
isn't done. They're too large of a corporation to be done by just one.
Oh
fuck
no,
up.
that's not all I'm saying. I'm just saying
May
for
very
their
well
console
be-
so far, they're done. I mean,
Unless
jeez.
they're able to fucking change something quick and for the better, this may very well be the last Xbox. And one part of me is kind of sad because I love the Xbox, the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. They
Yeah,
both
I
held
had both
special
consoles.
place. They warm special places near my loins. I
Is
like
that what
them.
you do to warm yourself up in the middle of winter?
Yes.
Turn
I
the console
on-
around, let the exhaust blow in your face.
Yes.
Luckily, the
dude,
Xbox heats
my-
quickly, so you're warm in seconds.
But anyway, the thing is that
Ah, it
I don't know.
burns.
Every single one of the decisions that they're making for this new console is like one bad decision after another.
No, but
Yeah, it really
at this
is.
point, can you, like, I can't even fathom such a colossal fuck up. Like, I think it's a joke. Like, I'm thinking that this is an April Fool's joke.
Why
A
do
little
they
late.
have the reveal? I mean, what the fuck? They should. I mean, I have to think that did they even like think to themselves that this was gonna happen? Like, did they even think the option was gonna be there?
Did they
Why?
think that consumers were dumb enough to think that this was a good idea?
Yes, thank you.
Pretty much.
Jesus Christ. I have nothing that
I hate to be the poor schmuck that had to stand on stage and say this.
Seriously, they must have fucking drawn straws beforehand.
I'm just
I'm
face palming.
sorry.
My brain cannot.
I have yet to
put
come up
together
with a
sentence.
positive to say about the Xbox. And you know what? Every single product always has a positive, but I've yet to see a positive for this one.
Well, the
And I'm not a
positive is...
fanboy. I don't think any of us are really fanboys. I mean, I can't say for them to me.
I tried to be a fanboy. I used to be a fanboy. This
I usually
fucking-
like all consoles, but I notice when there's a fuck up that is made. You know what I mean? It's so fucking it's stupid.
I mean, what were our last estimates on the price, Jack? What are the last estimates?
We were saying like $400 to $500.
That's that's
Okay.
my guess. 400, 500.
Now let's look at it this way, and let's look at it logically. $400 to $500. Let's say conservatively $450. Let's cut off right there, which is to say it's going to be a very cheap price. $450 plus $60 per game, and you're going to need to buy a new set of games.
We don't know if the games are going to still be $60.
Oh yeah, that's
70.
the other thing. We're not sure. So let's go to 65, break even. A little bit of the old, a little bit of the projected new. So we're looking at a new system, $450, $70 or maybe $65 per new games. No, none of your old games work for this. That's how the system is. None of your old games work for this, so you're going to have to
Not
buy
even your
either.
Xbox Live Arcade games are gonna work. That's
Not
so
even though.
stupid. The
So,
digital should
you're
work.
going
I don't
to
care
have
what
to either
anyone
start
says.
up by buying a whole new plethora of games that are at launch, or what most likely is going to happen, Xbox One versions of your old games.
Like some people say that people are not playing their old games. Like no one plays the PS2 anymore.
Yes,
I
they
kind of
do.
feel like I'm one of those people who would play. Like I'm gonna go back to like my PS2 games and even Croc for PS1 and all that to finish their playthroughs. But I still play my old systems, and I think the reason why most people have like stopped caring about it is because we got the option taken away from us. So when we don't have that option anymore, we kind of just like forget about it. You know what I mean? Because we're just.
But see, here's where we are. Here's where we are at the price point that I'm trying to get to. $450 per game for the system. $65 per game. You're not going to buy just one game. So we're looking at an actual investment.
Sure you are. If you can't afford the fucking games, you're going to only buy one.
If you can't afford any of the fucking shit to begin with, you shouldn't be buying a new console.
Now, this is assuming that
anyway.
it's all a bundled pack, that you don't need to buy extra controllers, which are going to go into the cost, that you don't need to purchase better internet service, which is going to go into the cost, that you don't need to worry about the fact of having an external hard drive when this shit runs out, because everything needs to be installed.
Oh, look, hard drives are dirt cheap these days.
They may be dirt cheap,
$100.
I wipe my ass with hard drives.
Yeah, dude, we're looking at the plebeians here who would probably fuck up their own T-shirts
On my
if
desk
they weren't
right
set this
now,
side up.
on my desk right now, I have a terabyte hard drive, a
Dude,
128 gig
I'm
solid
going
state
by
drive,
conservative
five
dollars,
500 gig
okay?
laptop drives. What
Still
else?
not letting
I got
me
a
get to the
4
point, bro.
terabyte hard drive, two
The point
terabyte
is
drives.
that the actual cost of what you're looking at to get this system up and running and working.
Ooh, I got a Velociraptor too.
We're
He has a
looking
lot
at
of drives.
$1,000 of investment out of your pocket just to get this shit working.
Well, that's the thing. That's why there actually is backwards compatibility, guys. You didn't know? Watch TV.
No.
Since you can't
I get
play
it.
games when you're bored with your game, you just watch TV. That's why they have the Halo live
That's the
action
other
TV
thing.
show.
You also have to make sure that whatever
Steven
TV service
Spielberg,
you're
gonna
using
find something else to do.
works with this. Because if your TV service doesn't work with this, then that's another thing you're paying for that you're not going to get. Okay, so we got all of those prices, and we're looking at a clear $1,000 that you're going to be putting down for a console system, which is basically a PC rig from back in 2004, 2005. You know, for that same $1,000, you could get a PC that right now, in my market standard price, will last you for the next 4 to 5 years and allow you to play any game on the market right now?
And will actually be more than double the performance of the Xbox
Yes.
One.
I mean, let's face it, the plebeians aren't going to think of performance because the plebeians can barely turn on light switches. But they will like
it's so
price value.
hard.
Yes, they will like price value. For that same $1,000, buy a fucking PC, okay? Buy a gaming laptop, which
Heck, you
might
could
be
even
that cheap.
pay Geek Squad to actually set the fucking thing up for you for that
Yeah.
price.
I mean, look, for example, Razer just debuted the thinnest gaming laptop, and this is supposed to be high-end fucking, like, mind-altering shit. You know, stuff that's like, let me look at here. We're looking at 4th-gen Intel Core processor, 8 gigs of onboard memory. Remember, this is a low-edge laptop. This is something that's, you know, gaming laptop allows you to run stuff that you would usually only run on a full-fledged desktop. The starting price is $1,500. Now, if you were to get an older generation of that, you would get it under 1,000 or at 1,000. If you were to go with a desktop version for $1,000, you could get a gaming machine that could imitate your Xbox One through fake virtual machines 10 times over.
You can get a GTX 680, a Core i7, and the rest of the parts for under
Because I can
$1,000.
understand people are going to say for the price point, no, we can't afford that. That's why we buy a console. No, you're spending more with a console. You're going to run out of memory. You're going to need more games. You're going to need to pay for services. With a PC, everything's already in there. The biggest cost is the hardware. Once you got the hardware, fuck, with a little time, a little patience, and a hacked internet connection, or a free internet connection, depending on whether you're in a major metropolitan area, you're done. That's it. Fucking either pirate or Steam sale, okay? You got games, good games, great fucking games for under $20 to $30 on Steam right now as
I
we're
got
talking.
it for under a penny.
There are games, if you go to Humble Bundle, you could get games for whatever price you think they're
I'm
fair.
very humble by downloading bundles.
Exactly. And I'm all for Humble Bundle as well. I've actually paid a few dollars for some games I haven't even touched. But that's the thing. And you will get more gaming for your buck, more bang for your buck if you go PC.
You'll become a
and for
pack
those that
rat
are
for all the
saying,
games.
yes, and if you're one of those other sub-plebeians, yes, there are actual levels to you plebeians.
Oh.
For the sub-plebeians that say, I can't figure out machines and things because computer have buttons. Don't worry. A lot of the current gaming rigs with many of the current operating systems, whether it be Mac or whether it be, even Windows, make it extremely easy for even the most cerebral palsy of you to be able to install anything just by using Google. That's right, ladies and gents. The internet will set you free. So, for anyone out there who still thinks that console gaming is the future, put your money where your mouth is. And just buy consoles, stay on consoles.
Have you seen that human head demo on my rig?
Yep,
This
I
is
saw that.
and his rig is fucking powerful. But I hate to say, your rig is old, and you have to admit it. Comparative to how it is, your graphics card is modern, but the rest of your rig is old, right?
No, actually, I'm using the latest Intel processor. I upgraded it. Hey, what I do is I'm selling my CPU and my motherboard for Haswell. Intel's Haswell is going to be the most mind-blowing processor they've ever released.
Now, again, we're talking with this. He's an alpha gamer. He's the one that jumps in first and tries first. For the average,
I am
PC
first.
Gamer, okay, you're an alpha gamer. Shut the fuck up. We get it. You'll get your cookie. For the rest of the plebeians out there, PCs are easier than they were before. They are. A lot of
You can
people say
easily look up a
PCs are all
YouTube video
complicated.
to how to put one together if you
If
really
they
need
haven't
help.
posted a YouTube video, someone is making one as we speak. And if they're not making one,
I'll make one.
And you can't say, "Oh, I don't have a computer, that's why I'm getting one." Because how can you say that?
because you're
when
watching
watching this?
YouTube. If you are here listening to this, you're either on a phone, which means you're fucking sad, or you're on a PC, which kind of makes fucking sense.
Explain to me why the fuck do you have to pay for Xbox Live Gold to watch YouTube on your Xbox 360?
Exactly.
Why?
You know that feature where you can say watch TV, play a game on the Xbox One? On PC, we've had it for years. It's called Alt fucking Tab. And on the latest versions of Windows, it's called Windows Key Tab.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. Your amazing things that are new features for consoles are just old features for PC that we're giving you. Now is the best time to put your money in PC. Now is the best time to put the PC. What?
You're getting sloppy seconds.
Yeah, the console market is getting sloppy seconds to PC. And if you really truly believe that console gaming is better than PC gaming, stick with a console and promise never to buy a PC. And by the time you see stuff like Star Citizen, when you see stuff like the next expansion of EVE Online, when you see stuff like fucking anything coming out of the pipeline from Rocket, I'm sorry, but even a man with a bullet in his head will agree that this PC
No,
thing...
just think about it this way. The complaint that everyone's having about Xbox One is a non-issue for PC gaming. You're complaining that you can't have your Xbox arcade titles run on the Xbox One. You can't have Xbox 360 games run on the Xbox One. You can't have
what's great about PC?
One games running on Xbox One. You see what I did there? I said you couldn't have Xbox One games run on Xbox One.
Womp womp.
Without an internet connection.
It's a non-issue for PC gaming.
And you know what's great about PCs as well when it comes to always on DRM? It doesn't exist.
Exactly.
If you want to be offline, you go offline.
Well, exactly, with Steam. You can go offline.
If you feel all like, they're taking their jobs, they're going against my rights, they're taking my... whatever, disconnect the cable. That's it. Congratulations, you're offline and it's still working.
Well,
nothing's changing. If the
case ever turns around where there's a game that has always on DRM, you can bet your ass that the great community of PC gamers will have a solution for you.
That's the other thing. PC gamers are smarter than console gamers. So it doesn't matter how stupid of a person you are, there's a PC gamer out there who's making it easy for you.
Exactly, with these patches that are, no CD cracks or, offline patches. People make them. And all
And
you
you
do
need
is
to think
double
about the
click and
future
run
as well.
them. Huh?
For the same amount of money that you're going to be putting over the lifetime of a single console, you can put all of that money into a PC, and you could be looking at 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 generations down the line, with upgrades only when you feel they need to be upgraded. Not because of performance issues, not because we've reached a very, very steady plateau.
Yes, we have. I
If you
will
buy a
admit that.
computer now, for the next few years to close to almost a decade, we've reached a steady plateau in both production and quality that you won't have to worry about having to buy a new PC if you buy a top-of-the-line PC right now, which will cost, like, if we're talking, like, really high-end stuff that you will never have to worry about, close to $1,000.
Well,
But then, are you thinking $1,000 to Microsoft or $1,000 to something like Dell? You gotta make the choice.
Well, and a lot of places like Micro Center and stuff, they actually offer custom-built computers.
Yeah,
So you
which
don't
are
need a
cheaper.
Dell. Which, hey, I have
Just
this...
as powerful and cheaper.
Exactly. Well, the other beauty is you also get a longer warranty as well.
Oh, yes. You actually get a warranty not only for the case, but for the parts individually as well. So if something breaks
And
down, you bring it in.
they range from 3 to 5 years to lifetime warranties.
Yep.
If you
And
buy...
let's face it, you plebeians love to break shit. You won't have to worry about fixing anything.
Exactly. You just take out the part and just, And that's the beauty of computers. A part fails, you have a spare part lying around, so while you're
Yeah.
warranty claiming one part, your machine isn't completely out of commission.
But, for example, if you get a yellow light of death or a red ring of death, yep, that's it. Game over.
And you lose all your game saves. When you get the console back, you have to re-download all your shit. Hey, if my motherboard fries right now, this split second, I don't lose anything on my hard drives.
Yep.
All I'm saying is I've had less issues with my own personal computers for the past 10 years than I did on my PS3.
That's crazy.
That's true. That's the thing.
I don't know what to tell you, man. It's the reality of it. A lot of people like to throw around the whole... It's the same argument all the time. It's too expensive. It's too complicated. It's too limiting. It's all of those three if you turn them around. PC gaming is cheaper in the long run, better in the long run, and just fucking easier in the long run.
And
you don't have to be a fucking...
If you're going to say it's too restrictive, my ass, it's restrictive. You can do whatever you want.
Bitch, they
Yep,
tried
I can't argue
DRM
with
on
you there.
PCs a decade before they even got it on consoles. And you know what? We kicked the ever-loving shit out of DRM. Why? Because we're just that badass. You know, the majority, well, not the majority, there is a succinct minority of developers for PC game only that actively bring out their stuff without DRM simply because they know PC gamers are going to hack it anyway. They know they're going to pirate it. And they prefer that if they actually like the game, they're probably going to buy it. So they go by quality instead of DRM.
Exactly. And honestly, when they don't put
And
DRM
when is
on
that
it, I feel
ever going to
guilty.
happen for a console gamer?
Oh, you want it for
It's
free?
as simple as that.
No.
No, it's. I'm sorry, but it's a different landscape. It's far better. It's far easier. It's far more. It's better for the person, and it forces the person to learn. Not because you have to, but because you want to. It's like having a really expensive car. You want to know what the fuck to do with it. You want to know every single nook and cranny. It's like having a new phone. You want to find out every single functionality of it. If you got a PC, you want to learn how to fucking like get as much juice out of it. Or if you're a plebeian, most likely you're just going to keep pressing the same set of buttons over day and day and be very, very happy with what you get. But when you get to something like a console with limited use, limited capability, restrictive DRM, there's nothing exciting, there's nothing great, there's nothing new.
You have to rebuy your peripherals. You have to rebuy your shit.
There's someone that sent me a personal message saying that I keep sounding like this is the worst thing that could possibly have happened. Yes, this is the worst thing that could have possibly happened. The utter sale of dignity of console gaming. There's nothing left. This is the
like
end
if you
of
watch
console.
if you watch my like fuck Xbox 720 and PS4 rant that I did 2 years ago, John saw
That's
it.
actually how I met you.
Yeah, that's exactly because someone told me to check your channel out at the time, and because you did a lot of rants before, and that's exactly how we met. I get a lot more comments now on there, right? Because of this whole thing going on, And people like always tell me I never really got that many negative comments. If you look at it, I got over 160 likes with like 16 dislikes and 300 plus comments. Everyone's just telling me how like because I was basically just talking about how it was back in the day with all the consoles. You were able to just borrow a game or just hang out with people. You were able to have split screen. You weren't like forced to pay for multiplayer or any of that kind of shit. I mean, if you look, split screens actually has been like extinct from many games now, and it's just not the same. The whole gaming thing anymore. It's like, I mean, if you watch my video, you know what I mean.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm a ramblebach. Yeah, can't even speak.
No, I completely agree with you. There was a different age, different time, and different needs for that different age and time. But right now, we're no longer living in that time.
Yep. All corporate society.
No, not corporate society. We're just...
It amazes me how, just when you think they can't fuck it up anymore, they've managed to find another way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when DLC was first being shown off, when they were talking about the possibilities, I immediately saw the evil that it would bring.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all did. As soon as it was out, everyone was talking shit.
And what sucks is the worst offender is EA when it comes to there's no cheat codes. You have to pay money to cheat.
God, like Saints Row 3 did that. It fucking had to pay for cheat codes. That's so stupid. I'm going to say that the whole episode, just stupid.
Not even stupid with a U, stupid with 2 O's.
Exactly, it's stupid. Stupid.
Precisely. Pretty much. But yeah, this is the worst of all possible outcomes simply because, unfortunately, there is no way out of this. This is something that the market has because this is what the market thinks it has to do. It thinks it's under attack. Yeah, it thinks it's under attack. It thinks it's losing money. It thinks that hackers need to be stopped. In the one market that hackers rarely, if ever, have anything to do with. Because when it comes down to it, hacking a console game? Really? I don't know. It just seems overtaxing. You're talking about something that would have to actively hack the bots, make it unusable for the service, hack the game, which would make it incomplete because without online features, a lot of the main parts of the game aren't going to work.
Yeah, like I remember back in the day when I tried to open up my Xbox and mod it. Never will try that again.
Yeah. That's a big no.
Nicely.
But that's about it, yeah. They've controlled the from the software and the hardware end. That's why consoles were always special. But now, this, I don't know.
They're the most temperamental pieces of shit I've ever had to work with.
Yep.
You have to constantly update them.
All the time.
Some of the updates brick your system.
Never had that issue before.
Some people have told me that their warranty was out, their update bricked the system, and then good old Sony and Microsoft wanted money to fix it.
My warranty's been out. Remember Circuit City? Ever since they went out of business, man. Ever since then, I've lost my warranty. Never had that shit for years. Does anyone even remember Circuit City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thought I was just talking about some old bullshit everyone forgot about.
Circuit City, Comp USA. What was the other one? There was another one that went out of business.
CompTIA?
Yeah, that one.
Mervin's, not a technology store, but that went into foreclosure too.
Yeah, it's just like the GameStops.
Best Buy's not looking so good right now from what I've heard, so... Yeah, everyone's having a hard time.
Now, I don't
Radio
understand
Shack,
why
everyone.
the fuck is GameStop in bed with Microsoft? It doesn't make sense to me. Why would you
I don't know.
actively sell the very thing that would kill your business? That would be like if a church was praising Satan. I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Well, Satan does have his own
That kind of comparison is just fucking hilarious.
That's what it is, though. The Xbox One is the antichrist for used game retailers everywhere. It's the very thing you dread to ever have been conceived.
Unless you're working with the people who are making the bots, so obviously they might get a deal out of it to be able to sell, exclusive. You know when
I don't get how one company is gonna do this whole DRM thing and Sony's not. Like I don't find that believable.
I
Okay,
do.
so place your bets.
It's,
What do you
in the
think?
history of bad decisions, it wouldn't be that insane for this to be the next one.
Because I want to
The
really
next big game
think that
bad
the
decision.
truth is Sony's going to rethink this whole thing. Like, okay, they're getting a lot of backlash. We definitely should not do this DRM thing, which I'm really doing like hoping for because they are very quiet about this right now. We don't know for sure yet. So I'm just hoping for the best, to be honest.
Hey, the worst decision ever made happened last year.
And what would that be?
$599 US, $599 US, $599 US.
So we've been through that torture the first time.
Hey, it's not torture. That has a sick beat.
Word up, yo. What it is,
Really?
Jive Turkey?
It's funny because every possible thing that went wrong with the PlayStation 3 launch, Microsoft's doing a very good job besting that.
And they
You know what?
did
They have
so
to
well
make
last
it
generation.
entirely about games. Let's face it. If the Xbox One is really like pulling the finger on the rest of the freaking like gaming community, gaming market like it is, when it comes down to it, the only thing that could save them is if they're making this entirely about games. If they can come up with a set of the mysterious 8 out of 15 new IPs, if they're really that good, then yes, it'll be just like the Xbox One, the original Xbox One.
Halo,
first
Gears
generation.
4.
Because remember, Halo literally made the Xbox sellable. And when the
Yeah.
Xbox came out back then, it was a giant fucking black box. Nobody fucking liked it. It looked like a fucking 10 times bigger than a VCR. It was like huge, a big green dot on it. Who's going to want to have that in their living room? Because apparently, us as the very, very informed public, we base our decisions and all of our, economic standing on what looks like.
Well, also,
Not
Microsoft
how
was a
it confused.
douchebag back then because you had to buy an adapter to play
Yep.
DVD movies on it.
Yep.
And they
I didn't even
wonder
know that. I bought my
why
Xbox
Sony
all the
beat
way.
its ass.
Hey, man, the Xbox One generation was still pretty fucking awesome, and it sold. And there was
But
not
I
much
have-
else to do about it. They created an entire market in itself right there.
It's like I really have this game called Brute Force that I haven't played in years. Like I was playing Battlefront, and I was looking at what other old Xbox games I had, and I wanted to play that, and it wouldn't play. It's like the backwards compatibility is still there, god damn it, and I want it. I'm telling you, man, that
There
and
was another
DRM.
game. Oh, that's a really, really old game. Let me check. That was for the Xbox
original-
One.
No.
I liked
game.
Blinks.
Oh, Blinks was cool. Damn, I remember playing that all the time. I don't
Armed
have that
and
anymore. But
Dangerous. Armed and Dangerous. If any of you have heard of this game, it was a single shoot-off game. It was from believe it or not, it's from LucasArts. It was from that weird period in the first generation of Xbox games where LucasArts was trying something weird and new that wasn't Star Wars games. And this was one of those few that, you know what, when you played the really, really old LucasArts games, you felt like, holy shit, this was an homage to it. Armed and
like the
Dangerous.
Day of the
If you go on-
Tentacle or whatever it was.
Yeah, Day of the Tentacle. Yes, all of those good old-fashioned games.
I gotta finish that game.
This was like a third-person shooter, and it was like the most fucked up. I mean, you play as one of 4 people in a group of basically just people who kill and destroy shit. In this land that's being ruled by a midget king who's just evil, there's a robotic butler/warrior who likes tea. There's a mole who likes to blow shit up and dig underground. There's a guy who never shows his face but has a gun shaped like a shark. And then there's this like godlike psychopath with no eyes.
Wow.
And so he has fake glass eyes. Yeah, that's just the setup.
That sounds interesting.
It is one of the funniest, even to this day, one of the single funniest fucking games ever. If you guys go on YouTube and you look up Armed and Dangerous cutscenes, they are some of the single funniest fucking scenes there have been in many a video game. And this is, of course, from, LucasArts, God rest their soul, or whatever deity you believe in. Unfortunately, no longer available. But it was just one of those things where it showed that, you know what, the Xbox was here for a reason, and this is what came out of it, and it may have been shitty and a horrible thing at that, but it provided us with
And
something
stick
that was
Rexus
entertaining.
amongst the warm entrails. Should keep
And
him
there we
warm for
go.
at least a day.
Right, I'll be off here vomiting.
No, that's not necessary. Just stick him in there.
This happens while they're trying to keep the midget psychopath form by sticking him in the bum of a large creature, which was kind of a play on the scene of, Battle of Hoth.
Okay, Rexus.
And so now the creature's running
as if I could
around
be
the
born
scene
again.
with a guy sticking out of the creature's bum.
Right.
See, I was just saying, it sounds like something got
We
fucked,
need
and I
a
was
way
right.
to the wildwood, and you're the only one who can do it.
Yes, of course I am. My powers were unmatched in their day.
I wouldn't go that
Here's the
far.
psychopath.
Stop idling about. We need to find the lady of the pond. She'll get us in.
He really is quite mad. Oh, with it, Q. We need him. It's them! You! Show me your papers! What?
Oh, here we go.
Now you listen to me.
That's it! Prepare them for a food cavity search!
Our teeth are fine. Now stand aside.
Show me your papers, now!
You don't need to see our papers.
We don't need to see your papers.
Good. You're, quick! What should I say to them? I'm running out of power!
Vic, what should he say to us? He's running out of power.
Tell them they're both teapots. No Scottish miners, look. Just tell them we're not the ones they're looking for.
Wait! I can handle this. You're both... French!
We surrender!
Come on! The lady of the pond waits.
And this is the entire fucking game, over and over again. It's just consistently some of the funniest writing ever. And the gameplay is actually not that bad. The weapon
potential
system,
LucasArts
you have
really
a
had.
mine. The entire thing of this was to have the most absurd weapons possible. For example, you have a bazooka that shoots living, killing sharks that burrow underground and grab people, Jaws style, through the ground. You have a mine that you place on the ground, and it's not a mine. It's a handle to hang on to the world, because the weapon turns the entire world upside down and people fall into the sky. It's just random bullshit like that, and that was a good game. And that was a game from a generation of games from a console that at the time was shitty. Now, the Xbox One, if they want to win through all of this bullcrap, we got to see some games. We got to see some damn good games.
Like,
You gotta see
dude,
games
Microsoft
that, you
really
know.
needs to do something with Rare. If Rare was to go back to its roots, get back to how
Rare
it used
will
to
never
be.
go back to its roots.
I know.
Sorry.
It's
Rare is
tragic.
dead.
I know. But I'm just saying, if there was any kind of hope, any kind of shed of fucking light, it would be them.
But there's a lot of rumors saying that Rare is working on something.
Yeah,
It
something
will
they're
be
gonna bring
shown-
back.
It will be
A
shown.
historic IP.
I think it's probably going to be either Killer Instinct or Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those
Unless
two
it's
because people really
something-
want a new Killer Instinct or Conquer. Just
Unless
yeah,
it's
definitely.
something wholly unbelievable, unless it's something that blows our fucking minds. Nope.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting.
No,
I'm
Microsoft.
waiting. I'm waiting for E3.
Like I said,
because
a single shed of light, man. Just a single shed of light.
I'm waiting for Andy to say, Microsoft, you have my permission to fuck me in the ass.
Conquer.
If they could come up with a set of good games that'll actually make this a worthwhile system, I'm
Shit,
sorry,
Monster
but
Return.
I also have to abide by the bro code that I don't live alone.
Yeah, your imaginary girlfriend wants this system.
Yeah, sure. I wish it was imaginary. But anyway. Well, sometimes. Sometimes it's fun. Not as
No,
much
you wish
as
it's imaginary one time a month.
You know, if they were to bring back Banjo Kazooie, how much
Oh,
of a
that is
storm
cold,
that would
man.
bring?
That is cold even for me. That's me saying this. Oh, man.
Well, Rare's only working on one game, huh?
It's a good thing Kira is not on this episode.
Yeah, I really don't care, but... Wait, what about those two other, whatever, that were going to join us?
Oh, the two girls? Oh, yeah, that's right. DPW, you don't know this, but I got two girls to agree to be on the show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're not just girls. They actually have a YouTube series.
I thought you were about to say they actually have a uterus.
You know what? I may be a lot of things, all of them horrible, but come on.
They are called backward compatibles.
Yep.
And they do
Link us.
yeah, they actually do like some things. I'll send you. Here's actually a link to their channel.
All right, thanks.
Yeah. So we'll see if they'll. I mean, they agreed to be on the show. They're playing games like Dreamfall, The Longest Journey. They play Resident Evil. They play McPixel, Minecraft. They play a lot of different games.
So yeah, not my decision. That's all Jack. So comments about that go straight to Jack.
Women!
Whoa.
Hey man, being a friend is knowing when to pull someone under the bus.
I thought you were going to say pull them out.
Yeah, no. Nobody ever pulls anyone out of a bus. If you're under a bus, it's too late.
Which is true. If you're already under it, what the fuck was the point of saving you to begin with? You're under it. You're dead. Run over.
It's too late, my friend.
So is anyone going to pull Microsoft out of the bus? Or
Nope.
No, they can't do it for themselves. What the fuck's the point of us doing it?
Well, we're trying, aren't we?
From as far as I know, we're all putting them underneath. So
No,
we're the ones ramming
the only reason I said that about games is because that is the only possible reason why they would be pulling such a huge finger to the rest of the fucking community and marketplace. If they have under their sleeve a set of games that are going to truly blow us the fuck away, then yeah, they can do whatever the fuck they want because they're going to be leading the marketplace for the next 10 years when it comes to, console gaming, which unfortunately will probably still be a thing.
But it's like saying, no, you're making the case like it's like saying that you have all these drop-dead gorgeous women willing to fuck you for free, but they all have AIDS.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Dude, remember, hardcore gamers like ourselves that actually care, 1, about the community, 2, about the marketplace, and 3, about good fucking games, aren't the ones who run the market. The plebeians who are listening to you out there are running the market. And if there are games that blow their fucking tiny little minds, obviously they're going to buy the systems. They're going to buy the games. They're going to buy
it's a fair
the
trade-off,
It's a fair trade-off. I don't mind being fucked in the ass if I get to play this part 7 of the same fucking shooter and or adventure game that we've played before.
Hey, but it has realistic dog.
Look, she has virtual tits. We need to get this game.
Now, with the power of Xbox One, you can see the little imperfections of the male's breasts.
Yeah, there we go. Because apparently we're looking at man boobs. But anyway.
Like, what I'm wondering is, that game that the people who made Ico and Shadow of the Colossus were making, where the fuck is that?
Yeah, that's another game that I was interested in. Because there's some games...
That was one of my anticipated games
Shadow
I
of the
totally forgot
Colossus,
about.
one of the single most genius...
mind-blowing games.
Yes, pure mindfuck. Why? Because it's not something that hits you immediately. It's something that hits you over time.
Yeah, at first, when I first played the game, I was like, what do I do? This world's empty. Then when you found out what you had to do, there was nothing else but you were sucked into this. I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing there, but at the same time, there's so much.
You just get sucked into it because it's so deep.
Crazy.
It's shallow in the same way that it's deep. Because let's face it, the story is not something to be award-winning, but just the design pushes the need to find more. The fact that it's so fucking expansive pushes it to make you want more. The fact that,
I mean, it pushed the PS2 to its limit, big time.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm surprised it even ran, to be honest. I mean, compared to other PS2 games,
for the majority of it was basically a walking simulator or a horse simulator for the most of the time. But like,
you gave a fuck about that horse. I mean,
fucking horse. That fucking horse.
That fucking horse. I forgot if it had a name.
I don't even remember if it had a name. I just know that was fucking important.
It's like my only friend besides my dead girlfriend is he's dead.
All of this. I am fucking moving and killing mountains for this bitch. Who at the end of the fucking game, well, I'm not going to ruin it for those who haven't played it, but let's say it's not a very satisfying end. It's the closest thing you'll ever get to the best analogy of a relationship. Whole lot of work,
going
and
to
at the end
prison
of the
and getting
day,
ass fucked, that
you
ending.
got nothing.
The ending was an ass fuck.
Basically, it's like you
It was mind blowing you, and then it
you
ass
rob a
fucked.
bank in the most incredibly awesome way, and then somebody pulls you in, and unfortunately, you end up getting ass fucked.
That
All because
clown
you're
in
trying to rob
Scary Movie 2 is the best example. He was out to get you, and then he's the one that got caught.
Yeah, basically. But anyway, it's just an unsatisfying ending, but it's what is expected because it's what you see coming. You see it coming from a mile away. And it's, like I said, best analogy for life and an actual relationship. Whole bunch of work, and all you get at the end is turned into a demon. Oh, oops, I ruined it. Anyway.
Seriously, what happened to that game? It totally disappeared.
Yeah, they're supposed to be working on a new game where you're basically a kid with a giant fucking Hydra thing.
Like half bird, half that's what you call it, right? A Hydra, half lion, half bird, whatever.
Not a Hydra,
No, it's Never-Ending Story, the game.
That game looks so gorgeous. I mean, it kind of felt like the way I see the gameplay is kind of like how Dogma was. You know how you fought the beast. Like I'm kind of hoping for like that Shadow Colossus type of feel. But seriously, that was one of my anticipated games. Like, ooh, another game from them. You know, finally. And 5 years pass, it feels like Versus 13 all over again. Final Fantasy Versus 13. Like, where the fuck is that too?
That hurts.
It does. Where the hell is this game?
Hopefully in the darkest pits of hell. I'm sorry. Final Fantasy needs to die.
Versus 13 is being made by the people who make Kingdom Hearts. I don't care. I'm a big fan of that series, so I have a little faith in that game.
Weeaboo. The Weeaboo are coming.
The Kingdom Hearts 3 is not being made till Versus 13 is finished and done with. I want that game out so that Kingdom Hearts will be made finally. That's what I want.
I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of those games. Those games are basically just continuous rip-offs. And with that phrase, unleash the Weeaboo.
Those are the side
Unleash
games.
the
The side games, I do agree, have gone on for a long time. The 3DS game is really fun, though. I like that one.
I can name several games that blow away Final Fantasy. Tales of Vesperia blows away Final Fantasy.
Dude, I love that game.
Ni no Kuni.
Tales of Graces.
Yes.
Dude, the Tales series in general are fucking amazing.
The Altair series, which is Altair Tor. I think it's
Sonic
Totori.
game?
You have Altair Rorona, Altair Aisha. There's a whole bunch of them.
Well guns.
I cannot possibly find myself caring less.
No, hey.
I physically am incapable of giving less fucks.
Like, Square Enix is really, they're in a shithole too as well, but I still have faith in Versus 13 and my Kingdom Hearts series. I just want 3. I want to finish this already.
Hey, I definitely want to play the next Final Fantasy 13 series game. Because I actually liked I liked 13 too. I thought it was actually good.
Oh God, 13 too. I mean, I haven't even finished it, but I mean, Final Fantasy 13 was already a ride on its own. It wasn't that great to begin with. The characters
I hated 13 because it was just shit.
Yeah, when I played the Final Fantasy Versus, I mean, not Versus, 13 too, there was no characters either. You only had the 2 characters being in your team the whole time, besides that monster fuck that you were able to collect. It's just, it felt worse than the 13 was. I mean, it didn't really feel like it fixed a lot of things. It fixed the whole open world thing, and it wasn't so linear anymore. But the story was also fuckery with the time that it wasn't done right. It just really wasn't. Just to put it simple.
But it improved on many other functions. For instance, it was less linear.
For instance, it was a far
That's what
better
I brought up. That's the only really good thing, though. I mean, the story itself was
the music
fuckery.
was
Like
better.
I said,
No.
Well, music usually
as
is
a
good for Final
coaster, it was
Fantasy.
much better because it was shinier.
No, it wasn't that shiny. But I have to say the combat was better.
I still don't like the system. I always liked the old take turn system, like in Final Fantasy 7 up to 9 and all that. Just I don't know.
No,
Final Fantasy
you
really
can't
felt
hit twice. You got to hit once, and then it's my turn.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Go on, my friend.
I have to say,
speaking of old and moldy games, you guys saw the Sonic Lost Worlds
Yes.
Thingamajiggy?
Which is actually on our show notes, and we almost forgot to say it.
Yeah, no. Which reminded me of it because I saw the trailer when I got home today. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It looks like fucking Sonic Extreme.
Yes, which for those
Because I
who
was
don't-
following the development of Sonic Extreme back in the day, back in the Saturn days.
Which I'll actually put that in our thing so you can see it, but it was a very interesting idea with Sonic Extreme.
It looked like it would give you a
Extreme.
headache.
Maximum Extreme.
Extreme migraines.
I don't know. I kind of like the idea. Simply because
I mean,
it's
it looks
something
interesting. I mean, Extreme just looked like it would give me a headache because of its own
remember,
perspective.
we're
and all
talking
that.
about Sonic here. There's
Mhm.
very few things they could fuck up at this point. I mean, they fucked up every single other thing.
No, Sonic
guess-
Generations.
Oh, they
is
actually
great.
brought it back a little bit. Yeah, Generations, colors. It's actually been doing
Generations
pretty
work.
well so far. So we'll see.
Yeah, but I mean, remember the Dark Ages, my friend. It took them literally the bottom of the barrel for them to come back up.
Holy shit.
Sonic had
people have,
perpetually been a joke for almost an entire generation.
Well, for me, like I'm not a big fan of Sonic, but like I've had the originals for Genesis. You know, I've played Sonic Hedgehog Unleashed or whatever. You know, they were very mediocre at best, but they weren't too terrible. Sonic 6, fuck that. You know, they definitely have their fucking shitballs. But like Sonic Heroes, I actually enjoyed. Even Shadow the Hedgehog, as much as that game gets a lot of hate, but I enjoyed it at the time when I was a kid. You know, so can't really complain too much. But yeah.
You know what? Sonic Unleashed would have been a great game if they didn't do the whole dark part.
Oh yeah, like trying to be all like cool teenager.
Yeah,
bad-
oh my god, that game would have been so fucking awesome if they hadn't done the whole werewolf part. Werehog, hedge, wolf. I never got fucking understood it, but
Yeah,
if they
that's
would
the
have
only.
taken out
That's the only part that
all those
really
little
was
tiny levels that
downfall
had to
of
do
the
with it
game,
and
still
took that out of the
bad.
story, dude, just Sonic parts were good. Taking out the overworld would have been better, but you know, the Sonic parts, just the Sonic running, gotta go fast. Just the Sonic parts, they made me fucking like pucker up, okay? Because when you saw the entire immersive world actually open up in front of you as you were going like half the speed of light straight down a slope and then curving and then having to follow a concise, you know, set of motions while this entire expansive world can actually be visibly seen, not constricted by shitty camera views. That one was fucking awesome. But you know what? They fucked.
Exactly. I mean, I love the demo. That like was such a strip tease.
Oh, the demo. You remember the demo when it's like the
Yes.
fucking like city and then it's like, you know, dude, from a graphical standpoint, I was nerding the fuck out. It's like, oh my god, look at that
But
sinking.
little did you know that there's a nighttime stage that is boring as shit.
Boring as fuck. I
Fight.
would rather beat a dog to death with a fucking Playmobil block.
Minecraft is all ready and set up for you. Beat up all the sheep and cows
Basically.
you want.
Basically, I would rather play Minecraft on survival mode in the hardest fucking mode possible than do this.
Well, actually,
Oh,
speaking of the,
please tell me that you have the Sonic Unleashed trailer, because you should put up the Sonic Unleashed trailer, the original tease.
I'll put it up.
It had nothing to do with that werehog, huh?
Had nothing to do with the
Absolutely
warehouse. It was so fucking good. It was
That's
like,
how they get you,
yes.
man. They knew.
Exactly.
They teased and I was like, yes, I will take it. I will accept Sonic as my new Lord and Savior.
But yeah, speaking of the Sonic Extreme, you know, there actually is a leaked build of it, where somebody actually bought the test engine
Yep.
and actually started working on it, trying to finish it.
Nice. Wonder if they actually could. Is it actually like close or
It is
still in
it is
progress?
playable on PC,
Nice. Should try it out sometime.
definitely.
Wonder if it'll give me migraines.
Don't worry, it will.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for.
If it's not causing you physical discomfort, then it's not moving fast enough.
The Sonic Lost World really just looks like the fucking successor to Sonic Extreme. It looks exactly the same. I mean, besides the whole palette change and all that, but yeah.
I
Gameplay-wise,
honestly don't
back
know
to
if I'll
thing.
play it. I mean, it looks interesting, but I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a big Sonic fan, so I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna play it. I mean, the last game I played was Colors, and haven't even beat that. So, but it looks interesting. I mean, besides Generations, I haven't played that, but yeah.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, Sonic is it's never been the greatest game in my opinion. Kind of like how Mario is. I've never was a big Nintendo guy or a Sega guy. I've more been a PlayStation, even though my first console was a Genesis, but stuck with the PlayStation after I got that.
It's okay. You're a new age gamer.
It's kind of sad. Kind of feel like I should be, one of the granddads by now, but no.
No, we are.
You have a long ways to go.
God damn it.
My first console was Atari 5200.
Fucking gay.
What?
My mom was the one with. No, go on.
Back in my day, we didn't have such bitches who kept saying "back in my day."
Fucking Atari. My mom always talks about that whenever I bring up games. I'm gonna get an Atari again, an Atari 2600. We're gonna play Asteroids and.
I have an Atari 2600.
Play Pac-Man and shit.
Yeah.
Ping pong.
Ping pong.
I've never played an Atari, but my mom usually always brings that shit up when I bring up games.
Dude, I will ship my Atari to you to play.
Oh no! You're paying shipping.
Hey! Who gave you the free pinball tables?
Oh god damn it! I told you, and he was gonna have me by the balls with that. He was never gonna let that go.
No, because I'm a little ticked off because now
I told you, my friend. I've known this guy for years, and I know he's got you by the short hairs now.
The short and curlies. I think we're gonna wrap it up because I'm done for the day.
Yeah, he's done.
Today
with
I'm so boring. Like whenever I talk, I feel like I ramble for too long, or don't even say something interesting.
Why else?
Well, apparently they love it, so we're keeping it up.
Today's just one of those days.
It's one of those days when you consider the fact that we seriously need a plague. We need a new plague.
Huh.
Kill off the humans and I'll be happy.
No, it's not even that. Just I prefer natural selection.
Ooh, Japan is getting a new Wii U gamepad battery pack.
No way!
Yeah, they're doing the whole quick charge feature, but I think it's a little bit too late. It's
actually, yeah, they're going to have an enhanced battery pack that promises 5 to 8 hours of usage as opposed to 3 to 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's cool, I guess.
That's actually not bad.
I mean, you get like double the life. I mean,
oh fuck
yeah.
you, Japan! You're getting a white
by the
Wii
way,
U premium
for
bundle.
the fans out there of the actual, this week's booze moment is brought to you by no booze. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I'm not even in the mood to drink. No booze for you.
That's right. I can't believe
no wine advertisements.
Dude.
Yeah, no wine. Really? Come on, we're gents here. We're not ladies.
Hey, you're the ones that bring up the advertisements. You haven't done it today.
No. I bring up advertisements for good, hard liquor. Just, not today. Today is a day to sit down and enjoy, I don't know, something cool, something crisp. Oh, wait, I have it. Haha, I do have one for today. Asahi. Tis a Japanese beer. Definitely suggest you guys go out and try it. It's smooth, crisp, light. It's kind of a different take on a lager than you usually take on anything Western, since it's usually very heavy, it follows a lot of tones, very floral. With this, it's as crisp as if you were drinking water directly from a waterfall, only with a lot of booze in it. A boozafall. A Japanese boozafall. Anyway, it's fresh, it's crisp, best enjoyed cold, and perfect for anything, tempura and such. It's just brilliant. So check it out, Asahi Beer, and that is your booze moment of the week.
And that was our sponsorship.
I wish. Oh my God, I would take any sponsorship, if they paid me, if they just provide booze. That's it. Like, okay, Like, can I get like a 6-pack a week? Sure. Brilliant. I am your bitch.
Ride me, I am your mule.
Oh, holy shit. You know what, actually, this is something we can sign off on. EA's online passes will all become free on PSN and Xbox Live. So if you own any game that had an online pass, you can now redeem a pass for free.
Oh, snap.
Oh, brilliant.
Go
That's
buy
totally
your
gonna
used
hurt them.
games now.
You
Yeah,
just
you're
made
all
used games worth something again.
Ah, you fucked up.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by Bad Decisions. Have you made yours today? Yeah. I'm sorry, this is straight up. I'm just doing the episode of The Whitest Kids You Know. Now you fucked up! Abraham
Whitest
Lincoln
Kid You Know
episode.
was great.
Now you fucked up. You have fucked up! Oh, fucking brilliant.
And RIP
Anyway.
to Whitest Kid You Know.
Indeed.
I'm signing
Okay.
off. See ya.
Platypus, everyone!
Peace.